everybody, and this is the Audacious Ask. My name is Jennifer Cramer Lewis, and what is the Audacious Ask, you ask yourself? The Audacious Ask is about beginning to ask for more audacious things to come into every area of your life. One of the things that I've noticed is we're able to have things show up if we need them. You know, like we need some money for rent, or we need some money for, you know, a car payment, or, you know, we need some money to fix our car, or we need some money to pay for our kids' tuition. You know, just for the next little lily pad, we need the money. And one of the things I'm here to open the universe to is that if we ask more audaciously in every single area of our lives, then what can happen is the universe can meet us and start to co-create with us. And so asking more audaciously becomes something that you get to do, you get to choose, you get to be, you get to have. And what would it be like? What would you choose or ask for if you began to ask for more audacious things to come into your life? And so we go live every Monday or Tuesday, wherever you are in the world, and a bunch of people jump on and start asking some questions and receive some facilitation. The majority of the tools that I use are from something called Access Consciousness. And so Access Consciousness is available at accessconsciousness.com or theclearingstatement.com. And if you have any questions about that, you can pop over or pop them in the box here in the chat box. Svetlana, can you come and say hello, or are you picking your kids up from school?
I don't have. No, it's me. Hi. I don't have kids.
Yay!
How are you today?
Good. What's your audacious ask, Missy?
So I have the awareness that body things are malleable and changeable, and there's been two things that have been showing up with a bit of intensity. One is sometimes when I walk, my knee just kind of catches and hurts, and then there's one tooth that has been showing up with intensity, and I was just wondering, what would it take to change that?
Cool. So are the two of them connected?
Yes.
Cool. And what tooth is it?
It's on the lower left-hand side, the second one from the back.
Okay. Okay, so put your tongue on it right now when you're talking to me.
Okay.
Okay. Is that from now, the future, or the past?
Past.
Okay, cool. So, so truth, is it something you can do now to change it? You get a yes or no?
It's kind of a muddled one. I'm not. It was giving me an answer, but I don't know what the answer was.
Okay. Cool. All right. So all the pains that you felt from any lifetime, any injury that you've ever had in that area from any other lifetime, will you destroy and uncreate it all?
Yes.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all 9 boys, shirts, and beyonds. Did that kill you in another lifetime?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So is there something trying to kill you in this lifetime?
Yes. That's not funny.
It's just funny. That's all. It's if you could ever be killed. Okay, so you're going to let it?
No.
All right. You're going to lay down waiting to be killed?
No. I was going to say F that, but I wanted to use the...
Exactly. Well, don't say it, because I'm hoping this could be a podcast. So no swearing, including from me.
I filtered.
Just for a couple of weeks until we can get our podcast up and running. Yeah, cool. So notice that we can have thoughts, feelings, and emotions, sensations, and pains affecting us from any lifetime. So do you know about relational digitizations, Svetlana?
I've heard the term.
Yeah, okay. So when we have a thought, a feeling, an emotion, a pain, a sensation, what happens is just before we actually have cognition of it, it runs up against this filter, like I was talking about, Anna. It's kind of like a spam blocker. And what it does is it brings up sort of like a little screen that has any other lifetime where those thoughts, feelings, emotions, or sensations came up. So we just call them relational digitizations for short. So all of the relational digitizations of pain, trauma, death, and dying from any lifetime, including this one, will you destroy and uncreate them all?
Yes.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. And what's the value of buying any of it? No right answer.
Pathetic. Like,
Pathetic?
Yeah, get to be pathetic.
Cool. So do you have to be pathetic to be contributed to?
No.
Okay. That wasn't 100% no.
No, I was looking at that, yeah.
Yeah. So what percentage does being pathetic work for you?
60%.
60%? Yeah. Yeah, you're like, look at me. You should buy me some cake. Yeah. Yeah. And it does work for people. Oh my God. Mostly just the people that you want to strangle. So have a look at anywhere in your lifetime where you have resisted and reacted to pathetic people and made an oath of vow or a swearing to never ever be pathetic, which actually negates your superpower of receiving. Will you destroy and uncreate all of that?
Yes.
Good and bad, right and wrong, POD and POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Many, many, many people will only receive if they are, have a terminal illness or, have something that's insurmountable in their life. Otherwise, it's just the status quo of never receiving.
It's been a manipulation tactic of my mom. It's like she uses pathetic to manipulate and get.
Yeah, what a Jedi.
Yeah.
So are you willing to be a Jedi?
I'd like to do it in a different way, though. That would be
cool. You're like, no, ObiWan. I'm just going to do it my own way. Even though your mom is like the ObiWan of pathetic receiving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what if, would you be willing to let go of any oaths, vows, swearings, fealties, commitments, and contracts that you have to never being like your mom?
Yes.
Sort of. Kind of.
Yeah.
Awesome. So everything that is good, bad, right, wrong, POD, POC, all nine, boys, shorts, and beyonds. Yeah, because none of us want to be like our moms. Yeah, except for we're only half of their DNA and half of their clan memory and all of the, matrilineal, mitochondrial DNA stuff. Like, good luck not being like your mom. So when you resist being like your mom, what happens? You get implanted with the I will not be like my mom. So I'm going to do everything to not be like her. And what does that create?
Apparently pathetic.
Right? And not in the way that you're like, oh, bring me cake.
No.
Yeah. So here's your homework, Svetlana. For the next 7 days, you can turn on pathetic way up to like 9 out of 10 and see how much more money you can receive from people.
Cool.
You're like, I'm not doing it.
Well, I was just actually what came up is what does pathetic mean to me? Actually?
Yeah. What does it mean to you? Is it something you can use?
Sure.
Yeah.
Why not?
Why not? Indeed.
I haven't played with it yet, so why not? Like, I could figure that one out.
Well, it's funny. I was in a money class years ago, and the facilitator gave us a challenge of going out without enough money and seeing if you could get somebody to give you money to pay for something.
Yes, I've heard that one before.
Yeah, and it was pretty powerful. Once you've actually done it once, you never have to do it again. Yeah. just because we have all of these oaths and vows to never receive money from strangers, people that we don't know, never create an obligation, you know, never create some sort of a contract where, you know, you pay for a chocolate bar for me and then I have to have sex with you, you know, like we have to have all of these strange rules around money and receiving. Yeah. So every strange rule.
Go ahead. Sorry.
Want to destroy and create it?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. Good and bad, right and wrong, pud and puck, all nine boy shirts, beyonds. What were you going to say? Svetlana, did you say something?
It was the combination of not
Oops.
like being strong enough to never have to receive from someone, and then if you do need to receive from someone, be pathetic so that you could receive.
Yeah. Yeah. And that there's no power in being pathetic. Being pathetic is probably the most irresistible thing. People will pay you to go away if you're pathetic enough.
That's so true.
Yeah. And so we're all resisting this thing that could actually work for us. You know, especially if you're pathetic in a way that works for people. Like the one where I'm joking, like, "Aw, I'm having a bad day. Can you buy me cake?"
Mm-hmm.
Who can resist that? That's like being like 5. You know, everybody wants to buy cake for a 5-year-old. Everybody. Yeah. So tap into that. Just, you know, say, if I wasn't being pathetic, or if I wasn't resisting being pathetic, then what? And how much resistance is showing up in my body as pain and sensation right now? So all of the pain in your knee and in your face, how much of that is resistance?
Like 80%.
80% resistance. Cool. So I wonder what would happen if you just unwound it.
Yeah.
So let's just start to unwind it. Just let it out. Open your mouth even. Yeah. How much are you holding on to that if you didn't hold on to it would change something?
Oof.
A little, a lot, or a megaton?
I guess. And for other people too.
Right? Yeah. That was going to be my next question. I'm like, okay, how much of it, of this stuff that you're like carrying is even yours? Like none of it?
Yeah. None of it.
Nice. Well, I hope they're paying you handsomely for all of the stuff that they're carrying, or you're carrying for them.
I accept all forms of payment: cash, check, e-transfer, anything.
Yeah,
so
Apple Pay, Bitcoin.
Everything. Gold coin.
Gold bullion.
Yeah.
Massages. Lawn mowing services.
I like the idea. I will take some of that.
Yeah, cool. So here's your homework. Is this pain mine? Yes or no? Okay, cool. Everything that is, I return to sender. And then if I could unwind myself out of carrying everything for everybody, what would my life be like in 5 years? And what will my life be like in 10 years? What will my life be like in 500 years? Cool. So is it actually light for you to carry any of those things for those people for the next 500 years?
No, and that question actually, when you were just asking that, made me want to laugh, cry, and throw up all at the same time. So,
yeah, get your bucket and a toothbrush. Yeah. And so, you know, like there's never a wrong question. And so, you know, even though we've gone on a little jaunt here, you can see that you're caring for other people that you could easily manipulate yourself out of by playing the pathetic card.
Yay. Oh, yay. Yay.
Yeah. You're like, oh, not today. Nobody bought me cake today.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, honey. I can see how you want me to carry all of this big heavy thing for you, but no,
I
not
have,
today.
I have,
I'm only 5. Go find somebody else who's less pathetic than me.
yay. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
You're welcome. My pleasure. We'll see you soon. Bye,
You're
honey.
fun, thank you.
All right. Who else wants to play? Christina. Christine Von Ponder. What's your audacious ask?
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi. Oh, I get this weird stuff going on in the background. Sorry about that. Mine is, how would I have to change to be happier every day and have the energy to work on my business and get my butt to the gym every couple of days?
What would you have to change? Cool.
What would I have to change? What would I have to change to be happier every day and to have the energy to work on my book and my business that I need to be doing?
Yeah, I totally get it. So in your body, when you think about when you experience like that sort of effervescence, that like so much energy that, you know, you just light up a whole entire room, where in your body does that show up?
In my heart and in my stomach.
Right. Cool.
And on my face.
Yes. You're like mostly just here. Yeah. Cool. Cool. Okay, so put your hand here and maybe here. Okay. So what does that part of your body, what would it like to eat?
What would it like to eat?
Yeah.
Bocconcini salad.
Bocconcini salad. Nice. What else?
Lobster.
Lobster. With bocconcini salad. What else?
Lime sherbet ice cream.
What else?
Champagne.
Wow. I'm coming to that lunch, by the way. What else?
You're invited. What else? I can't think of anything else. Those are all my top things that I really like.
Cool. Cool. So what I notice when people feel like they don't have the jam to be able to get the stuff done that they would like to get done, to go, you know, really go for it, go to the gym, you know, get writing, get creative, like all of that. There's a nourishment factor.
Nourishment. Okay.
Yeah, and so nourishment can be what you eat, what you drink, what you read, sort of a spiritual component, like if you meditate or, you know, go for beautiful long walks and listen to gorgeous music or umpa-dumpa music like I like. And there can be, you know, like what nourished you yesterday doesn't necessarily have to nourish you today. Like your cells actually change themselves every 10 days. Every single cell in your body is a new cell. So knowing that, what nourishment can you invite into your life and into your business and into your body and into your relationships and, you know, just like everywhere. And, you know, like, so think about the nourishment. It's like, what do I eat? What do I drink? You know, where do I sleep? How do I sleep? Where do I exercise? How do I exercise? You know, where do I add a spiritual component into my life? How do I add a spiritual component into my life? You know, what nourishment would my body like to receive, like massages or, you know, some sort of juicy body work or more sex or, you know, something. You know, and think about like if nourishment is like this giant sphere in your life that gives you the juice to be able to be creative, where is all this nourishment coming from? You know, a lot of us think that, you know, like 99% of the nourishment that comes to us should be something that we've self-actualized. And that isn't necessarily true. It's a bit like what I was talking about from Svetlana, like, what are you willing to receive and who can you receive it from? You know, like, great friendships are very nourishing. And so if you don't have a giant amount of great friendships, then, you know, how can you ask for great friendships to show up in a way that works for you? Like, I'm your friend.
Yeah.
And we haven't talked on the phone in a long time. So, you know, think about that.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, and then, you know, having these global friends like I do, you know, how do you make it easy for you to have nourishing friendships so that you're not actually expecting Patrick to be the end all be all of the nourishment of Christine? And, you know, not to say he's not amazing, because he is, but there's so many facets of nourishment for you and your body and your business and your reality, you know, and your soul, you know, like your little inner being or whatever you want to call it. You know, I notice I get so tired when some of those things are like junk food. Do you know what I mean? It's like you can't live on chips. And so, you know, if your relaxing time is not nourishing, not to say that, you know, going downstairs and, you know, watching, you know, some junk food TV isn't nourishing. It can be. But start asking some questions. Like, if there was 25 ways that I could nourish myself in a week, what would they be? You know, and like, what if you just decided to have lobster and champagne every day for a week and see what it changed? Or you're like, Monday, bocconcini salad, Tuesday, lobster, Wednesday,
Champagne. Oh, sorbet, yeah.
All the days. Come on now.
Champagne all
Get
the
real.
We have a new-
all the days. And good champagne. Don't buy crap champagne. Nobody got time for that.
Yeah, no, I have some very good friends that bought me the most beautiful bottle of champagne for my birthday. And so I have had it on my regular shelf.
I would have been like,
No, I've bought it like 4 times. There's one in the fridge right now.
perfect.
So that's a new house rule that I made up.
House rule.
Always have champagne in the fridge and be ready to celebrate on a moment's notice.
And have like a, you know, like $100 a week champagne budget.
Okay. Just have to live up to that now.
Of course, but, and then, yeah, like, have a look at that expectation though, that we have to have a life that we deserve to have the champagne budget.
I think that hit something.
Yeah. So what if we choose to have the champagne budget and it actually creates something completely different in our business, in our body, in our relationships, in our reality, in our universe? What if it touches everybody around us because we've chosen to have the champagne budget? And they're like, oh my God, Christine has a champagne budget? Holy, I need to have a champagne budget. Get out of my way, Christine. I'm going to double your champagne budget and raise it.
Okay, you're on. Game on. Game on.
And that's the cool thing. Like, if you're willing to nourish yourself so that you become a spark plug, you become that, you know, thing of beauty that people are like, oh my God, look what she's choosing. I'm going to choose that too. What would that be like?
That's
yeah, and you're so
awesome.
fucking resourceful. You really are.
Bad language.
If you ever need anything, you're like, I've got 18 resources for that.
Yeah.
So what would it be like if you were willing to be that resourceful for you and your body, just for you, just for fun, not because there's a need involved?
Yeah, I think that's exactly what it is, that I come from a place of, you know, deserving, need, you know, satisfying other people first, before me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what it is around that. It could have been partly my upbringing, but
yeah. So do you want to unchoose that?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's just unchoose it.
Okay.
It doesn't have to have anything to do with how you choose your life now. You know, I mean, it's a different reality, right? When, you know, your parents gave you $1 and you were expected to stretch it out for all of the goodies. Well, now these days it's like, you know, like $100 is like stretching it out for all the goodies.
Only 100. Okay.
Only 100. That's it. That's all you're allowed to have.
Oh yeah, no.
You're like, wait a minute. I can spend $100 in 10 minutes.
Yeah. And I did. Like
all the other minutes.
And all the other minutes.
Yeah.
Well, and that's the thing too, is you know, feeling the need to deserve it before getting it.
Yeah.
Worthiness, all of those things.
You're not worthy.
Yeah. You know.
Nice. Okay, so here's your homework, Christine Wonfounder. I want you to have a glass of really nice champagne every day at lunchtime.
Oh, wow. Okay.
And if anybody, code word PvP, has anything to say about it, he can talk to me, because it's an energetic exercise. And he can start living the good life if he would like to. Since I hear he's a master certified coach, he might actually have an idea about what having a glass of champagne every day, good champagne, not shitty champagne.
No, the good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just like melt the crystal and, you know, somewhere beautiful, and just sit and like nothing else, not champagne and phone, champagne and you. Feet up, maybe champagne and journal.
I'm thinking champagne in a nice hot bath.
Oh my God. That sounds
I have that beautiful bathtub. Oh yeah, you haven't seen it yet. Anyway, I have this beautiful bathtub that I hardly ever use, and I love to have baths, and I've hardly ever used it. So in the bath.
Every day at noon. You're like, leave me alone. I'm having champagne in my bath, darling.
Darling. Absolutely. Okay. That's
awesome.
Good. I like that.
Well, I can't wait to see what that's going to change. Report back in 7 days. Tell us what it changed.
7 days.
Thanks, Christine.
I may have to go pick up one more bottle.
Get your butler to do it. Your champagne butler.
Yeah, I'll take a picture of the right one.
The Moe, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the good stuff.
Yes.
Bye, honey.
Okay, bye. Thank you.
My pleasure. All right, you guys, that was the audacious ask. I'm going to unmute everybody right now, and we're going to say goodbye. See you next week.
Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.
Thank
you. Goodbye. Thank you.
Bye.
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 All right, if you love that and you would like to join us next week, you can hop on over to bit.ly/audaciously. My name is Jennifer Cramer Lewis, and I will be here for you, audaciously asking you to ask for way more in your life and your living. But don't ask for way more, just stay where you are. Don't change. Bye, guys.